We're back. This is AC again. We got disconnected because I ran out of space. We had to clear some space up. This is part two. The first part was part one. As I left off, I was talking about the fact that we have gotten disconnected and we need to get back connected. And starting all over for those that coming in on part two and missed what we were talking about. My name is AC. My name is Arthur Chisholm. Go by the name of AC. Previously, AC Funtime Superstar on channel Comcast. Get it right. I just woke up 6:30 in the morning out here early this morning. Sometimes, you get the rambling, you get the thoughts together. But anyway, previously AC Funtime Superstar on Comcast. Ran for 6 years. Now we've got a brand new show, and it's called Win Cash with AC. And what we do, we ask a question. And if you get the question right, you win the cash money. And the previous question, I'm going to give you the answer to it. The previous question was, from the first day one is born to the day one dies, what would have been the most important day of your life? In fact, it would have been the best day of your life. And the answer would have been when you realize, here we go, why you were born. Because if you don't know why you were born or why you're here, you're lost. And if you go back and view part one, you could pick up a whole lot that goes with that. And I really advise you doing that. Go back to part one and view that. And what we are actually doing here is we would like to connect with your community leaders, your pastors, and your business owners. And we'd like to come into your community. We come with entertainment. That's the bait. If you're going fishing, you need a bait. You know what I'm saying? So we come into the community. We provide a platform for the business owners to present their business to the community. Pastors, you will have the opportunity to speak to an audience that you would have never had the opportunity to speak to, because these people don't go to church. They're there because of the entertainment and the food and the excitement and opportunity to reminisce and meet other people, etc. And community leaders, you would have the opportunity to present your agenda or whatever y'all are working on economically for community, for the people, etc. Whatever that you would have to speak to the people, on your agenda to speak to the people, that will be a platform for you to do so. So what we want to do is connect. We need to get back connected, because like I've always said, I see this thing as we got until 12 o'clock. It's already 11:45. And we need to get back connected because we've got a history. And if we don't reserve our history and start communicating effectively for clarity, we're going to lose our history. Because, listen, let me tell you the real deal. This is what I say. I don't know what you say. I say there's only a handful of people that's got their knee on our neck, that's controlling. In fact, they control the world. Only a few. They control everything. We don't control the information avenue. We don't control anything. And we are being chased out of our communities. Our history is being erased. And if we don't come up with a priority plan to work together and stop being critical, territorial, and opinionated, and all of these things that we are doing to work against ourselves, we got to start loving each other, working together, communicating for effective clarity. Listen, all of us have a problem. Everybody talks about somebody at some point in some time. We all say things or do things that don't please another person. When I was young, we used to play a game, tell a story. We get in a circle, and I tell somebody something, and somebody will tell somebody else, supposed to be the same thing I told them. And it goes around, and when it gets back to me, it's totally different. And that's what we are doing. We are telling a story, and it's not the same story that was told when it started off. And sometimes we say things about two people and frustration and anger. And sometimes we do things or say things jokingly, just having fun. And sometimes we give our opinion, and I've learned, because I'm guilty, very guilty. I've learned to keep my opinion to myself and limit my jokes. You know what I'm saying? And what we need to learn to do, if someone says something and it gets back to you, you don't need to get frustrated and get upset. Go to that person. Confront them. Not anger. Just confront them in love. Say, look, man, I heard something that don't sit too well with me, and I wanted to talk to you about it. They may apologize. They may say it didn't go down like that. But y'all need to discuss that and get it out of the way so you can move on together. Because we gotta win. We gotta play to win. We gotta stop thinking that this is the way it is supposed to be, because we are sending a terrible message to our youth. What we did, our ancestors did in the early days to prepare life for us. When we were young and we came up, I'm not going to tell my age, but when we were young and we came up, we learned a lot, and things were a lot different. Not all things were not so good back then. They weren't perfect, but things were a lot better in some ways than it is now. Now we've got modern technology.